Hi y'all, it's me. I am parched. It's, I don't know what it is. It's really hot and my mouth is dry, and the more water I drink, the thirstier I get. Anyway, hi y'all, it's me. I'm here to do the drawing for challenge number 82 held over at www.myscraproom.ning.com. I'll put that link down below for you. For those who don't know, it's a website, my crafty website actually. We have a chat room and we have a photo gallery and videos and all kinds of stuff go on over there. Challenges, my challenges. We have a yearly challenge we're working on, a swap right now, and then we also do 5 swaps a month on the 21st day of each month. Those get posted, and you can find all that out over at my scrap room. If you want to join there, you need to know my YouTube name, mine, in order to sign up. So make sure you know that when you go over to sign up. It's free. And you can join in the challenges. You're eligible for a prize after 30 days. Membership active, meaning you're posting and you're participating in the group. And that's about it. So the things you're looking at is what the winner of this week's challenge is going to get. And what they had to create this week was a version of this airplane right there. And there's pictures of it on my website, instructions how to make it. Really cute. It was really cute. They had to decorate theirs for Father's Day, but anyhow, that's what they had to create. And there were 5 entries, and they were all fabulous. In fact, they were all so fabulous, and I'm so glad and thankful that each of them participated, that even those who are not yet eligible are eligible today. I'm just really thankful that y'all take the time to do them, so thank you. And let me go ahead and choose the winner. Good luck, everyone. You did fabulous. I hope you keep trying the challenges and keep playing. You can win and win and win. Less people that join, the better chances yours are. Okie dokie. So the winner this time, Caroline, you're the winner. Yoo-hoo! Congratulations to you. Get in touch with me and I'll let you know what we need to do to get your prize to you. Congratulations, and again, thank you, all of you. You did a great, great job. So with that said, I am ready to introduce the prize for challenge number 83. Wow, I can't believe we're at 83 already. So let me show you, I guess, what the prize will be first, and then we'll go from there. So the first thing you're going to receive in this prize package is 20 sheets of lightweight chipboard. I use this to do most all my projects. I don't like the medium weight. I find it so heavy. This is, once you put paper on both sides of it, it's perfect. So you're getting 25 sheets of that with that seam binding there. You're also going to be receiving some travel themed, sorry, I'm trying to gather it together. Oops. Some travel themed paper from a stack I got at Michael's Call, or Joanne's, I think I got it. It's called the Travel Adventure stack from Die Cuts with a View. You'll be receiving the 6x12 sheets. I'm going to show a couple of the sheets to you. I want to explain what I had to do. I think they're upside down, however. Okay, so you'll be receiving it this way, so you can cut it down to 6x6. The ones that are maps, I'm sorry, I had to, where the heck did that one go? It's in here somewhere. I had to cut them in half because they won't fit in the envelope unless you wanted to pay $12 for 3 sheets of this maps, and I didn't think you would. So anyway, you'll get both halves. Same with this map here and this one as well. So some of them, as you can see, I didn't have a choice because there's a lot of maps in here, but I figured even if you're going to do a layout, you could kind of conceal it that the cut doesn't show. And there is another one to this. There's another piece to this one here. Here's another. I'm just going to try to fan out a few so you can see the different patterns that come in it. It's really cute paper, and a lot of it actually. This one's so cute with the luggage. And here's a few more. It's a really all over the place kind of collection. So I think it's cute. this one. And then the tag sheets, I cut them in half very carefully so that all the tags would be there for you. And the same with the border strip. I did the same thing. I cut it so that you could access all the borders. And the same with these. You can see I kind of cut it kind of funky so that you could get the entire sheet without me cutting them all apart for you. And I got to find the half of, oh, maybe that one didn't have a half. I don't know. Anyway, here's some more. It's all single-sided, and here's some more. So you'll be receiving all of that paper, and I'll try to find out what happened to that other half of the map. And then you're going to also get this stamp set here. I thought it kind of was cute for travel. It has a train, bike, and boats, and some other little doodads. You'll be receiving this one here. And you will be receiving this ribbon, this black ribbon. You'll be receiving a couple of wooden Polaroids. And then this is also Polaroid. You punch out the middles of both of those, and it's actually self-adhesive, so you have that. These two little postcards that were in my stash somewhere. These, I think I've opened this and used them. I don't know, but I don't use them anymore, so you may as well have those. And then you'll get these brads, which are old. They're Karen Foster. You just punch them and open the brad on the back into your page. Really cute for summer travel. And then you're going to get some, okay, hold on. I got to try to figure out. You're going to get some charms. There's a fish, a little sandal, Eiffel Tower, palm tree. That's really cute. I love the palm tree one. Starfish, and a bikini right there. And then you're going to get this piece here and these two things here. And you might not understand these until you see what the project is, and maybe then it'll come clear to you. So you're going to get all of that. And that is the prize for this week's next challenge. And I'm going to cut the film here. I have to attach it to the other part I already recorded, and you'll see what the project is. And congratulations, Caroline. I will be in touch. Talk to you all soon, and hope you join us in our challenges over at my scrap room, as well as our swaps. Until next time, do what makes you happy, but don't go away because there's more video coming right now. Okay, so I am filming this in sections, so I assume I've just showed you the prize for challenge number 83 over at my scrap room. So now I'm going to show you what we're going to be creating, and then how to make it, or how to do it in case you need the help of how to make it. Just so you know, what I'm showing you is not completed. I am using this as a design team project, and I thought, I may as well share it with y'all. And so it's not done. I still have a few things to do to it, but I just need to give you the idea. And all the instructions and all the other stuff will be over on my scrap room on Challenge 83 when you go there. So what we're going to be creating this time is a camera box with a mini album. Now, I know it's summertime and people are doing vacations and everything, so I thought this was like the perfect thing to create for this time of year. I'm going to explain a little bit about this box, and then I will show you how to make two different versions, and I'll explain that in just a moment. For this particular box, I'm using this collection right here. It's called the Travel Adventure Stack from Die Cuts with a View. And that's what I've used here so far. So this is what I have so far. On the front, I covered this with paper, and I made a lens, which you can see there. It has a little bit of dimension to it. I didn't want to stick it out too far because then it would just be in the way. I layered paper on it. This is one of the border strips from the collection, Let's See the World, Pack Your Bags, which I thought was cute. This is some silver cardboard that I have. I punched it out for this. Here's the flash, where the flash would go. And I did some faux stitching around the edges just to kind of bump it up a little bit. On the side, I created these little things here where you can attach a strap. So if you want to carry this around, you could do that. On this side, I have the word adventure, and on this side, I have the word explore. And then on the back, let me move the handle, I have this done so far, and this is where you would look to take the picture. This would be, if you had a digital camera, you could see it here on the screen, but I thought this would be a good place to, you could either document, say you went on a trip to Paris, you could come back and say, open this up because there's a little swing tab and say, this is our trip to Paris, blah, blah, blah. Or if you know someone going on a vacation, maybe they're going to Paris and you want to create this for them, you could do your, hope you have a wonderful time while you're in Paris, put your memories here or something, whatever you want to write. And then this just closes back up over the little, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to do this around a tripod, just like that. So I will be doing more to this, and I will link it all back to here once I do it for my design team project so that you can see how it turned out, or just follow my channel because you'll be able to see it there. So that's the box we're creating. Now let me explain a couple things to you. I made my box out of chipboard. I didn't want to do it out of just cardstock because I didn't feel that the cardstock was sturdy enough for what I wanted it to do. So I have only 11.5 or 8.5 by 11 chipboard. So I needed to have a small pattern to make it fit that chipboard that I had without too many complications. So this is how I created that. Now you can use it with 8.5 by 11 cardstock in the event that you don't have chipboard and you don't have 12 by 12 paper. You can do it this way. I'm going to show you how to use 12 by 12 paper and chipboard. So if you watch both, you'll see how to do them. For the first one, like the chipboard box that I did, you need a piece of chipboard that's 10 by 7.5. You're going to score that at 4 and at 6. Rotate it and score it at 1/2 inch and 7. You're going to come in and snip, snip to the line, snip, snip to the line. Those are these little tabs that are going to come in. You want to make sure you fold all your creases well. I made my box and then I added paper later. I thought if I did add the paper beforehand and tried to make it fold in and all that, it was just going to be too bulky. That's why I left the paper showing the chipboard and in the back. And I also covered it with black cardstock once I put it together. So now, normally on these types of cuts, everyone tells you to miter. Don't miter this one, and I'll explain why. If you mitered the corners, that would bring this in at an angle here, right here. So when you put this piece up, there's nothing to stop it. It just keeps going forward. And the same with this side. So you don't get a true squared piece because those miters make it come in and it's all wonky. So it's better just to leave it like that. Don't miter it. You're going to adhere these down. And then for this particular pattern, you need 2 pieces of 2 by 4. And that's going to go right here. You're going to glue that down just like that. And you do that same thing on this side. And that will be the base of your box right there. Now for the cover for this particular one, I suggest before you copy my pattern that you get a piece of copy paper, just some cheap copy paper, and make it first after you do your base and chipboard so that you can test it to make sure that the measurements I gave you fit the way your box turned out and that it covers. Now remember, you're going to be adding paper to this, which makes the top snug. So you have to make sure to allow enough room with your cover that it can come off easily. And I didn't show you mine, but I covered the inside of mine and all of that after as I was putting it together, I started to cover it. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's up to you. If you do just cardstock, you can use double-sided and it should be okay, I would suppose. Just depends how sturdy you want it to be. So again, make the cover out of plain old trash paper or whatever, just to see if it fits. So this is the measurements I used for mine: 8 1/4 by 4 inches. I scored it at 1 and 7 1/2. I rotated it. I scored it at 1 and 3. Put it back this way. I scored it at a 1/2 inch just to that first score mark at the 3 mark there. And then I scored it at the 8, that piece at the 8 mark. I already cut this side down is what you'll be doing over here. So, and then you flip it over and you do the same thing. Score it at the 1/2 inch and at the 8 1/2. Then you're going to cut away these 2 little sections up here, right here. You're going to be cutting those away, so you'll end up with this. You're going to cut it straight down to the line, just like that. You're going to not miter your corners again, because you want to get a true square. Once you fold all your creases good, make sure you do that well. You're going to go ahead and put these in, and this like this, and you'll be able to get a very true corner without mitering. So don't miter. And there you go. That's your lid, and it should fit on your finished chipboard before you, just like this, before you make your cuts in actual chipboard. You want to make sure your cover will fit what you have already there. So don't make the cover at the same time as the bottom. Give it a chance to decorate the bottom and then do the top. So, okay, now, whew, that was confusing. I hope not. Tried to make it as clear as I could. Now let's just go say you're not going to do chipboard and you're going to use 12 by 12 cardstock, which you can do as well. And for that, you're going to need a piece that's 10 by 9 3/4. You're going to score it at 4 and at 6. Rotate it 2 and 7 3/4. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to leave all these, don't miter, just leave it like that because it helps to keep it sturdy. Cut up to that 7 3/4 mark on this side and up to the 2-inch mark on this side. Once you fold it all together, it comes right together like that, just like that. And that piece being taller like that, it kind of gives it a little more stability. So just go ahead and leave it like that. Don't try to cut it down. You could put it on the outside, I suppose, like that if you wanted, if you're going to cover it with some more paper so that you don't have that extra piece in there. So it's up to you which way you want to do that. But anyway, that's the base of that one. And then the lid for that one, we are using this one. And we need to cut it at 7 3/4 by 4 1/4. You're going to score it at the 1 inch, 6 3/4 mark. Rotate it 1 and 3 1/8 mark. And you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to come in here. You're going to cut down to the 6 3/4 on this side, to the 3 1/8 line on this side, right there, just like that. And then when you fold all your lines, again, same thing. Very simple. These are very simple. Once you have the measurements, they're easy to put them together. And you just glue those there, and then you're going to have your lid for your 12 by 12 box. This is for the 12 by 12. The other one I showed you was for the 8 1/2 by 11. So there you go. Good luck, everyone. Please come on over to my scrap room. The mini book you need to put in here needs to be about 4 pages. I'll have all the instructions over at my scrap room, but you can also do, if you don't want to do the mini album, maybe you could do one of those Fodori, the smaller Fodoris. I don't know what they call those little ones. But maybe you could do one of those with a few inserts in it that are travel related. So that's another option for you. But whichever, I thought it would be cute with a mini book. So that's what I'm going to put over there on my scrap room. So thank you all so much for playing along. Congratulations to this week's winner. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now. Do what makes you happy.